We are going to go over the fine motor toy box bag that's included in the toy box and go through the different items that are included in it. Anytime you exercise, it's always good to do a warm-up. So these 4 items are good warm-up items to do. You could do 10 times on each side or 5, whatever you feel is appropriate for you to warm up. You can also use the tactile fish. You can blow pom-poms back and forth, or you can just squeeze it and give yourself some good warm-up to your hands. This one is also good. It's good for sensory, but also you could do your finger exercises. Especially following surgery, this is a great tool for right and left hands to really work on good finger individualization. This is for your thumb opposition, really good exercise. So you can use any 4 of those to get ready to do your fine motor skills. First we have the magnetic wand, and it has your auditory shaker egg, which is magnetic. So this is great for transition back and forth while you're doing ambulation, or to practice while you're at home with ADLs, to and from the bathroom or to the bedroom. This can also be used for position in space. So are we on top? Are you underneath? So it's good for orientation as well. You can also pile all of the magnet rings on top so that it weighs it down and gives you more resistance. Here are your fish tongs. Remember your resistance. So if you hold at the top, it's more resistant. At the bottom is less resistant. So as you pick up your pegs, pay attention to where your finger placement is. You can use these containers and then go ahead and challenge it with a smaller container. And then remember to use your right and your left side. Here's your bendies. Same rule applies at the top and at the bottom. If you take this item and just pry it open, it'll give you a lot more resistance, and it makes it easier to use this tool. So you can also place those in, or you can use it just to bend around as a sensory tool. I'm going to put that back together. These are your skizzers. I like these because they don't have a blade, but you can still practice your scissor exercises and also your hand-eye coordination. So if we put out the pegs here, we can pick up the pegs and place them on the table. You can work on your supination, pronation as you work on this activity, and then also place them in the tube by challenging. Here's your wire wizard, great thumb opposition exercises. You can use it to exercise the muscles in your hand on the right and the left side. You can also use it to pick up your pom-poms and place them in the containers. This, if you want to weigh it down and add more resistance, you can use the magnetic rings and load them on. This is a great way to add, let me put these over here. This is a great way to add more weight on both the right and the left side. As we go into our writing tools, it is easier to start with a smaller pencil to get the proper hand position rather than holding the pencil like this, especially if you have low muscle tone following a stroke or other diagnosis. So you want to put this in your hand and then use one of these discs, rainbow discs, to put in your pinky, and that will help you. You can start writing your checks or letters and really get good hand position. Here's your larger pencil, which you want to move up to next as we're going gradation wise. This has a triangle start to help you with finger position also. This is your wiggle pen tip. I like this because if you're having difficulty with finger pressure and pushing too hard, I'll do it from this side. If you press, then it disappears, the tip. So you have to back off, which gives you the right angle to write and incorporates the right and left brain. So that's a good tip for that one. Here's your finger spring, so you can squeeze it and then it will fly. up and down. If you're in a wheelchair or in bed, you can put a target on the wall and then aim it towards that target. You can also push this down on each end and then do your finger exercises. Especially for musical instruments or just ADLs, it's a great exercise, and then you can do it on the right hand and on the left hand. Here's your frog for finger individualization or isolation, and you can just flip it over. You can put items in front of it and try to jump those items over the top, and then remember to use each finger as you go. Here's your finger flying frog. So you want to pull it back like this. I'll open it and show you how. So again, if you're in bed or you need a target, then you flip it like this and then aim. And you can use different fingers. So it helps you with coordination of your hands, and it's a fun thing to break up therapy and bring some variety. Here's your wiggle pen, which is great to give you more sensory information to your system while you're writing. And it's a good one to start with also if you need some vibration. And there's your fine motor toolkit bag.